Hello everybody, Nerd in Texoma back again with a normal weekly video. Quick little update, of course, back on the 30th I was actually able to get the laser procedure done. It's on both eyes. The good eye, my right eye, is pretty much staying the same. The left eye is showing improvement. It's being quite slow. If I look just out of the left eye, instead of being a whole, like half of my vision obscured with, the best way that I could explain it in Trek terms that maybe y'all can understand would be the beast at Tanagra. Kind of shadowy figure there blocking my vision. It's not as big as it used to be. It's still there, so it is messing with the vision in the left eye, but like I say, it's getting less. Still not back to normal yet, but it's hopefully working on getting there. Yes, I did get the car situation figured out, because before I had the laser procedure, I was told that I had to go see my normal doctor, which I didn't. He lied and is trying to get more money out of me. So I raced in to go there, and on the way back from that doctor's visit, driving home, I developed a rod knock in my Lincoln named Park. Made it home. Basically, that car was shot. So I contacted the car lot that I bought it from up in Oklahoma. Since I was a good customer, they were nice enough to help me get into another car. Basically no questions. They're like, we know what you need. We picked out 3 that we think will suit you. Get on up here, test drive them, and take one of them home. So I'm very thankful to them. If you are in the Texoma area, southern Oklahoma, North Texas area, check out Two Moons Auto in Durant, Oklahoma. They're very helpful. And probably here, in the next couple of weeks or so, I'll do a little video about the car that I got. Some of y'all that follow me on Facebook have already seen it. All that. So thankfully that's working together. My bills are a little tight right now because I'm having to pay all the taxes and registration and all that, since I did buy the car in Oklahoma and I live in Texas. Yeah, that's not fun at the moment. So I'm going to be broke for a while. But good news is, since the eyes are getting better, that means once they are better, then I can start the job hunt for a higher paying position that possibly has better benefits, so that hopefully I can catch any future issues before they become a big major issue. Alright, enough about all that, just keeping y'all updated. Today I am going to be talking about something that I have been waiting for quite a while, that It's a bit of a mixed bag for me. That is, earlier this year, the game Star Trek Resurgence was available for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, I think, the Xbox S Series. I'm not an Xbox person, sorry. I believe it was also on PC, but it was only available as a digital download, which, y'all know me, I'm broke, I live in the country, I can't afford a decent internet connection to have been able to support downloading that game, and I'm not about to tear apart my whole PlayStation and try and drag it to Walmart or McDonald's or something like that and try and download it that way. So I've been eagerly awaiting the game to be released on physical media. More on the physical media in a bit. But finally, they did release it at the end of October. I pre-ordered it and had it waiting for me up at GameStop. For PS4, of course, because, again, I'm broke. Yeah. Now, the reason I say this is a mixed bag is because I do like the game. I do like the game style that it is. It is what I call the pick-a-path. Like those old choose-your-own-adventure novels back in the 80s and 90s, when I was a kid and stuff. It's like, okay, if, you come to a fork in the road, do you take the left fork leading toward the beach? If so, turn to page 5. If you take the right fork leading into town, turn to page 15. And the story develops based off of your choices. Star Trek Resurgence is one of those games. Kind of like Detroit Become Human, I believe Heavy Rain. There's a whole host of games similar to that where your choices on how you interact with the other folks in the game shape how the game plays out. I do enjoy the game. I do enjoy the time and effort they put into getting all the little Star Trek details right. There's one detail that kind of irks me, but is when you're waiting at the loading screen from one chapter of the game to go to the next chapter of the game. They actually use the Kirk era, 80s era of the Starfleet logo, which would be the Delta with the division symbol in the center there and the circle around it. Just like Kirk would have on the Monster Maroons, it just doesn't have the side pieces of the Monster Maroon, the elongated oval piece. That's one thing that kind of irks me a little bit because it is in the late next-gen time, next-gen movie era-ish, because, well, they are wearing some Nemesis-style uniforms. So, it is what it is. That's not a big issue. The main issue that I have with the game is it stutters. You'll be enjoying this nice cinematic clip of After you've done your little thing and the characters are doing their thing, like they're walking on the hull of the Resolute, and, there's this imagery of the ion storm coming in and stuff, and the game will just buffer. It'll do that kind of thing, and it's like, really? You've been teasing us with this game for about 2 years. You finally released the digital version of it earlier this year, around, I think it was March or April. And it took y'all 6 more months to put it on disc and actually get it out to consumers that like and prefer and need physical media. And from what I understand, sometimes the buffering issues were there on the digital download also. And it's like, you didn't take that time to work out some more of the bugs and, enhance it just a little bit. I don't know. That's just slightly disappointing and frustrating. Personally, I like the game. I'm not played through it yet. I have not watched the full playthrough that's on YouTube. Maybe one day I will watch that playthrough. Probably not. It is a very good Star Trek game, in my opinion, aside from the buffering issues. Very nicely done, very nicely thought out. All of the little details, they captured the late next gen movie time frame pretty damn good, I think. So definitely, if you're into Star Trek video games, check it out. Like I say, now it is available on disc on PS4. I believe it's also for the PS5. It's on whatever the current Xbox system is on disc. Be that the Series S, the Xbox One. Like I said, I'm not an Xbox fan, so sorry, I don't know all about that. It is on digital download for those systems. I believe you can get the digital download still for PC. I think that's it right now as far as the systems go. Now, the next thing that I am going to talk about and touch on very briefly is the apparent decline of physical media. We've all heard the stories about Best Buy and Walmart and their choices. We've heard and read the stories of how Target is limiting their selection. I think this is personally a mistake on their parts. I mean, I can understand, taking it out of certain stores or as many stores, but to just completely abandon physical media, as it's rumored that Best Buy will, where it will not even be available on their website. That, in my opinion, is a mistake. I can understand completely, many people these days enjoy the ease and quickness of streaming, of instant downloads and all that. That's great. If you can afford to have a decent enough internet connection, and you live in a place where a decent enough internet connection is feasible, that's awesome. There's always going to be folks that live out in more rural areas where the cost of an internet connection is prohibitive. There's going to be folks that live in areas where just even having internet is not possible. If you live in like very mountainous areas, very forested, heavily treed areas, I've heard that, internet is not reliable or available in those areas. Folks that live in places like that need physical media. Be it a video game, be it a DVD of a TV series or movie that they want to watch. There is still a need for physical media, and again, I can understand stores not wanting to carry it, expand their collection of other items, in stores, have a smaller physical media presence. I can understand that. But still, keep it on your website, keep it in your warehouse. Don't have 10,000 copies of a certain movie or TV series in your warehouse anymore. Cut it back to 5,000 copies, but at least have that in stock and available for folks that need physical media, or for collectors. There are folks that prefer having their favorite show on disc in their own personal collection that they can hold and that they can see in their house. Streaming, we've all seen and heard the issue that happened with Star Trek Prodigy earlier this year. That's why, even if I did have the ability to have a stable internet connection like that, I would still want a physical copy of whatever it was streamed if I enjoyed that series or movie or whatever it is. That's just my soapbox. Take it for what it is. The ramblings of a nerd in Texoma. Alright, y'all. Take it easy. Be good. See y'all in the next video. Bye.